The two most powerful words in the English language are, coach says.
You know, there's a saying that sport teaches life skills. Sport does not teach life skills. Sport is a great vehicle by which life skills can be taught, but that can only be done through this person called coach.
The problem is we are more enamored by greatness than we are by goodness.
Coaches feel this pressure to transact with kids. You perform for me, I'll give you what you want. If we can help coaches understand their purpose in coaching, now they no longer have to transact with kids, but they can be deliberate about being transformational in their lives, all by how they coach them.
It's empowered me to watch what I'm doing and to watch the reflection that I'm putting out in front of my athletes. If I'm not being a true role model, then I can't ask for that of them, and I can't ask them to be role models for others. We need to be more mindful of where our student athletes are at.
A big point of emphasis for our school and our teaching and our coaching is rigor, relevance, and relationships. And the 3D training that we receive really gives us a focus on the relationship piece. Gives us avenues, gives us tools of how we build relationships, but also what the goal of those relationships are.
It's important that they realize that sports are about building character and not just about winning and losing.
To coach somebody in all dimensions of their being, their body, their mind, and their spirit.
All coaches have to coach in the first dimension being physical. And we've identified areas that coaches got to be great in, no matter what sport that you coach. The issue then is most coaches stop there. Athletes today come to the coach with a whole lot different issues, so a coach now has to coach at a higher level if he's going to get a higher producing athlete. That introduces the second dimension. And the second dimension now is a coach has to step into the life of the athlete.
There's so much information out there these days on the X's and O's and conditioning and all that. I mean, we can get that in the bat of an eye. It's that next level, is the relationships and then who's going to coach the coaches.
If we're coaching the body, the physical aspects, dealing with the mind, the connection with you and others, we eventually have to get to the spirit. That part of our being that determines our value, our worth, our identity, our character, our significance. That's why we tell coaches it's now essential to learn how to coach the heart of the player, not just the skills and strategy of the game. Because if kids enter into an environment where they're cared for, they're not about to leave that. That's life-giving, and sport needs to be life-giving, not life-draining.
So what we do is we come up with coaching strategies. Here's some things you might do off the field. Here's some things you can do during practice that actually allows the athletes to see what it would mean to play sport from within themselves in relationship with others.
We want to help coaches identify their transformational purpose in coaching. Once a coach understands his or her transformational purpose, now sports moves beyond the realm of extracurricular to co-curricular. And you can actually expend that classroom time 2 or 3 hours a day, all by how a coach coaches.
Well, the reason this will help sports become more co-curricular is that the ultimate goal of this program is to have the kid self-evaluate their skill set, their motivation, why are they doing what they're doing. And that's what life's about. We want to develop lifelong learners, kids that are productive in the community, productive in family members, productive in society.
I originally thought that my purpose was to make a better athlete, to make a better cheerleader, to make a better runner, but that's not my purpose. My purpose is to help them improve in life skills as a coach through athletics and through their passion for the sport.
To neglect one aspect is by definition to not be the best you can be. That's why we develop these resources, to coach somebody in all dimensions of their being.